Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I think it's time for a little more Arcane. Today we're watching Season 1, Episode 2, Some Mysteries Are Better Left Unsolved. Make sure I got that right. Some Mysteries Better Left. Yes, long title. Friends, this show has been off to a banger of a start. A lot of questions, a lot of world building. I'm feeling a little confused. It's exactly the pocket I like to be in when I'm starting a new show. I want to be off balance. I want to learn these characters. I want to be in the world with them. I will catch up. Hopefully I will catch up. That's my favorite. Give me confusion, but also give me the story. I need the hook. And Arcane provided just that. I can't wait to see how this world develops, how these characters develop, where everything goes. Once again, I have no point of reference for this. I've never played the game, even if that means anything. You know, it didn't for Fallout. But again, the world, I have no context for it, and I love it. Friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, and you'll be alerted next time we go live with Arcane or any of our sci-fi offerings. And of course, if you'd like anything we do, like Arcane, early and in its full-length format, the link to the Patreon is in the description. Not a fan of Patreon? Stick with us here on YouTube memberships. You'll get everything about a day early, plus bonus episodes for several of our series. But friends, all of that is then, and this is now. And now it's time to journey back into the world of Arcane, uncover some more of its mysteries, and get a few more questions that'll need answered. Let's go. Prepare to engage a maximum warp reaction. And away we go. The animation blows my mind. Look at that focusing.
Hello?
This is the other side of the door.
Hey, open up!
Oh my God, be careful. This whole place is gonna blow up. It doesn't look like it killed him. Oh, he saw her. What is this? Oh, God. So is this what it's like outside the city? The focusing is insane.
Wait!
Oh, so this is straight up magic. Unreal. Well, that's much better than the snow. Oh God, she's alive. Good. Okay. Oh, I gotta listen to this beginning. This beginning is baller. I'm trying not to take as many notes. I'm gonna save it for editing because the first time I was just scribbling the whole time.
Let's go over it again.
Oh, Christian.
Relax, kid. We know it was a break-in, but that doesn't explain this. There's a lot of restricted items here.
Nor was this approved by the Academy. Who authorized your research?
Who's this guy?
Who are you anyway?
I'm assistant to the Dean of the Academy, who it may serve you to remember is also head of the Council.
What? How am I dangerous?
No, that's for the Council to decide.
Oh, wow. You really got screwed by that break-in, buddy. Oh, that's okay. So that was the piece that the wizard gave him. It's like a completely different feel from the first episode.
Imprisonment. What
Okay.
a curious principle.
So this is the first alien I've seen.
No great science should ever put lives in danger. Be honest now. What manner of inquiry was this?
Professor Heimerdinger,
Heimerdinger?
a way to harness magic through science.
Magic?
Yes.
No.
No?
The Arcane is dangerous, Jace.
Jace.
I am now 307 years old. All
Wow.
my life I've pursued the mysteries of science, only to discover some are better left unsolved. Admit your work was dangerous, but speak nothing of magic. Do that, and I theorize you'll get away with, how do you say, a slap on the wrist.
Meanwhile, he's locked up, though. Oh, here we go. It's a cool machine.
Vander said to lay low. Enforcers never come down here, so this is as good a place as any.
Oh, she got that working, didn't she?
You guys know I wouldn't take you on a job you couldn't handle, right?
Are you kidding? That was the best job we've ever done. Maybe just don't take powder next time.
Come on. Ooh. Give her time to grow up. Let her cook.
Tell me where I can find them.
Top side of business ain't my concern.
It's every one of you trenches concerned now. Give me a name.
Ooh.
Hey guys, you should see this.
Wow. What a shot that was.
Idiots, got nothing.
Ooh. No, no, no. Oh, there's something. They got to be careful because these are the guards, right? You hurt one of them. That's already assault, right? God, the animation. Uh-oh. Up.
Over here!
Little man. You gotta be careful. Kill somebody, I mean...
House Pharos received your letter. They insist business is steady.
Steady is stagnant, Allura.
Such a dichotomy.
What of today's trial?
His name is Jace of House Talus.
House Talus.
They're toolmakers. I believe they came to renown for their design of the collapsible pocket wrench.
But Heimerdinger favors him?
As far as I can tell.
These character designs are crazy.
Darling, he nearly blew up our daughter.
Jace had nothing to do with that. He was robbed. We need to help.
Okay, she was with him.
Hit them back. We've got the numbers to beat them.
Yeah, let's teach him what it means to mess with us.
Vander's been through this a couple years back, I think.
We crossed that bridge once before. We all know how that ended.
You're just protecting your kids.
Well...
I'll do the same for any one of you. We look out for each other. It's the way it's always been. This will blow over.
Have there been aliens here the whole time? I just haven't noticed them.
The one who built the underground wouldn't be afraid to fight.
I don't think my man's afraid.
Do I look afraid?
Yeah, I don't.
No.
You don't.
You look weak.
Ooh, shit. That's a good line.
Why isn't it doing anything?
We kicked the enforcers' butts with just the four of us. Imagine what the whole of the lanes could do.
Jeez, even Powder wants to fight.
It's called the lanes. Okay, good.
Spill it, Echo.
Okay.
Oh, I thought his name was Little Man.
Gotta deal with the enforcers.
What deal?
Well, it's not really a deal. It's don't F with me, I won't F with you. I mean, yeah, sure, that's a deal, but it's not like he's working with them. Jace, you are in a spot of trouble, buddy. I like the look of the dude that's the assistant Heimerdinger. Heimerdinger. He's like pale with the cane. It's a cool character concept.
You are accused of illegal experimentation and endangering the citizens of Piltover. What do you have to say for yourself?
Oh, that's cool. It's like a clockwork necklace.
As Jace's patron of many years, I can speak for his character. I believe that one day he will be a great contributor.
That is so cool.
Do you have anything to show for your work besides an explosion?
No.
Oof.
So you're saying your study was meaningless?
It was revolutionary.
Revolutionary how? All I see is a boy meddling with things he doesn't understand.
Heimerdinger told you to repent.
We should just finish.
I was trying to create magic.
I think he specifically told you not to mention that. Yeah.
Magic. Arcane talents are something you're born with. They can't be fabricated.
Actually, I believe it is possible.
The Arcane is the curse of our world. My race was nearly destroyed by it.
Wow, okay.
This is the city of progress. Think of the wonders we could create. Let me prove—
Enough! You don't understand what's at stake. That's a burden that only I here carry. Time.
I don't trust anybody that... If there's only one storyteller, I never trust one storyteller. Only I know.
Heimerdinger is right. Piltover was founded to escape the warmongering of mages.
Really?
As a lower house, my voice doesn't carry much weight here. But as a mother...
This is Mom, okay.
My son isn't in his right mind. His entire life, he's chased an impossible dream. But he has a good heart. Please, let him come home.
I move that Jace be summarily expelled from the Academy and remanded to the care of his parents.
I've been watching The Expanse too much, everybody. I'm paranoid about everything.
You may take your son home, Mrs. Tallis. But he is never to set foot on Academy grounds again.
Okay, just so you know what I'm thinking. Heimerdinger is this cute little alien who said, hey, don't touch magic. And has the only story that magic is evil. And, you know, got him to stop what he was doing, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It just seems like I never trust a single storyteller. Oh, it's my guy with a fake eye.
It better be worth my time.
You see, that's your weakness, Marcus. You carry your chin so high, you fail to see the opportunity below.
Marcus.
No, don't look so concerned. I'm about to make your day.
Incredible character design. I mean, technically he won't have the resources, but they didn't say... I mean, they said he shouldn't do it, but he's just been removed from the Academy. He could still keep inventing, right?
If I hadn't spoken, you'd be lost to me. I had to say something.
She saved you, bud.
If my own family won't help me, I'll find someone who will.
Jace, I think you're being a bit too harsh here.
Come tomorrow morning, his research will be safely disposed of. Lock up.
It seems very convenient for Heimerdinger, but...
Long enough.
Look at that. It's a hell of a layer.
Real power doesn't come to those who were born strongest, or fastest, or smartest. It comes to those who will do anything to achieve it.
Character design's really badass. This is the same shit they gave that rat, right? Dear God.
Your name's no good now. My dad says you're a misfit. And that we can't be friends anymore.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to explain.
I think you've done enough.
Whew. This can go a couple ways for Jace.
What can I get you?
4 sump rats will do. Search the place.
Don't you need like a warrant or something? Oh, it's their warning alarm. Nice. Hopefully they had a chance to get out. And they're not like hiding in here somewhere. They're hiding in here somewhere. Shit. The light effects. Jeez, oh Pete.
Nearly forgot. I ran into an old friend of yours. He had some stories.
Are you legitimately just like rip the dude's pipe out of his hand?
Yeah, well, you can't escape the past, right? It'd be a shame if I had to put them on again.
Oh, there they are. Oh no, powder. I'm not sure how that was ever going to be a sustainable hiding spot. Nothing here, dickhead.
You think you're standing up for something? But we all know there is a crime behind every coin that passes through this place.
Prove it, Mr. Detective.
Small man in a little hole the world forgot to bury. And I'm gonna bury the lot of you.
Dead man walking. Put your gloves on, Vander, and go to work, buddy.
No, we're not okay. They almost saw Powder. What if they took her?
No one is taking any of you. Never let that happen.
It's already happening.
God, the atmosphere is so incredible. They take their time. Look at this. Drink in the world. Take your time. Show us what we're looking at here. What's beneath the surface? Silence, just the sounds of the city. Ugh, so well done.
I want Powder to have more than that, and I'm willing to fight for it.
Well,
so was I. I was angry, just like you.
I'm surprised they didn't kill Vander.
Thinking things could change. If I hadn't, your parents would still be alive.
Okay, so they were like revolutionaries with him? I mean, I figured, but...
Milo? Clanger? Powder?
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna lose somebody. No.
What are we gonna do? The Enforcers will come back.
Just hide out. I mean...
I'll figure it out.
I mean, the Lanes looks like a pretty big place. So I wonder if, does Jace still own this building, or was he renting it, or I mean, can he live here, or does he, like, is he homeless? Or is he gonna, is he suicidal? Oh my God, yeah, he took everything off. Oh, dude, this is definitely not the answer, man.
Am I interrupting?
The hell's your problem?
He just saved your life, man.
But only because you signed your notes. Every page, I might add. A little egotistical.
Is that why you came? To insult me?
No, I was...
He has questions.
Yes, well, I wanted to talk about your work. This hex tech theory of yours.
Hex tech? Did I miss that before? Hex tech is cool as shit.
No one believed me.
Nobody's ever believed in me.
So it's like magic-infused technology? I'll stop asking questions.
I simply believed in myself. Which is why I'm here. Because I think You're onto something.
Oh, I like this
I want
dude.
to help you complete your research.
No one thinks it can be done.
When you're going to change the world, don't ask for permission.
I like this guy. See, this guy's legit. This guy's a legit character.
I don't even know your name.
It's Victor.
Victor. Like Frankenstein. A lot of V's. Vi, Vander, Victor. I am, for whatever reason, fiercely protective of powder.
These two are full of nails. They're gonna work this time. I know it.
You got it.
You know, Powder, what makes you different makes you strong. Always remember that, okay?
Oh, God.
Do you have any idea what you've done?
I was getting results.
Really? Where are the 4 kids? God, this entire world is crazy cool to me. Again, with that atmospheric music. This is like the act break. I'm starting to see they're playing music to break their episode, the act of the episode up. So, really loving the construction.
Alright, she's just fine.
It's got a Motown vibe.
Holds me down for sure.
This show's got a lot going for it.
Flowing to a sea.
Benzos. That was the, his buddy, right? Is she turning herself in? Holy shit! There is no fucking way that was that quick. How long was that? Oh my God. Oh, this is gonna expanse me, isn't it? Oh. Not again. Not again. Friends, we just got to, son of a bitch. Friends, we just got done watching Arcane Season 1, Episode 2. Let me make sure I got this right. Some mysteries are better left unsolved. And the only thing we have left to do is to talk about it. All right, everybody, just got done watching Arcane Season 1, Episode 2. Some mysteries are better left unsolved. I had a little bit of a tech issue. I was about 3 or 4 minutes into my talk, and the subject of what I was before I was so rudely interrupted was there is a binary at play here in Arcane that I am really, really liking. And it's something that they subtly started working on in the first episode, but they didn't reveal it beyond telling us that there was, you know, a city split in 2, which, I mean, to be fair, you know, there's a good side of the tracks and a bad side of the tracks. So that's not really a kind of a new revelation or anything like that. But again, they made sure that there's this world, topside, Piltover, and there's this world, the lanes, the slums, whatever you want to call them. And so that was established. But now, with the very top of this episode, of episode 2, we got to see the other side of the door, which was such a clever little device to be like, oh, here's the other world, you know? And it was like they started us right where they started us with, you know, Vi and everybody else, put us with Jason, Caitlin over in the hallway. So we got to see, you know, okay, we started a story with the kids from the lanes. We're going to start a story with some people from Topside. And again, see how they play out. These two, you know, different, the binary, this dichotomy of different directions, and see how they play against one another, you know? Because right now there's no real correlation between like Jace's story and like Vi and Vander's story down in the lanes. Now, again, you know, bringing in some of my other knowledge, or not knowledge, but, you know, Fallout led me here, you know, and Fallout kind of comes in, and because of Ella Purnell, you know, I wanted to watch this, but there's a lesson in Fallout too. At the end of it, when Moldaver and, you know, again, it's, what's his name? Wilzig, the scientist who was carrying, I don't want to spoil anything, in case you haven't seen Fallout, but let's just say that at one point, you know, a point in the past, which is no kind of spoiler at all for the world of Fallout, you know, there was a resource grab going on, you know, like any world, there's a finite amount of those types of things. And so when we apply that type of kind of outlook or, you know, viewpoint to the world of Arcane, it's, you have the haves and have nots. And so my initial thought is, now that we're talking about what Jace is kind of, and now Victor, what Jace and Victor are starting to, it looks like, and maybe work on in secret or behind the scenes, or, without anybody's knowledge, which is where only the best science comes from, those types of things, right, Victor? Master. That's an old reference, everybody. Since I'm ancient, that was for Frankenstein, which had lightning in it, and that's what that was, that terrible sound effect. Not that you all are probably like, dude, we know what fucking Frankenstein. But anywho, my point with all that is, you've got Victor and Jace are working on something, and everyone else seems real. Oh, don't mess with that. That's magic, and it sucks, and it'll destroy everything. And what I wanted to make mention of during the reaction, you've got Heimerdinger. I keep calling him Heimerdigger. Heimerdinger, the professor and member of the council. He's like, oh, yes, magic will kill everyone, and it's awful. And I know because I was there. I'm 307. And he, gives this story about, the horrors of magic. The problem I always have with stuff like that is, if you've got one person that knows what went on, and they tell you every chance they get, well, I'm the only one that knows. Okay, well, sure, you're the only one that knows, but again, that means that you're our lone narrator. I always think of, history is told by the victors. So, if there was some type of problem in the past where maybe like technology and magic were warring or something, and magic was bested by tech or something like that, then of course technology is going to spin the narrative that magic is awful and we shouldn't have it anymore. That's just the old adage that goes into play with a lot of things that, like, the winners don't want you to do, and so whenever I hear somebody kind of phrase something like that, like, it's more like just believe me. I don't believe, you guys know me, I don't believe anybody, so even like our main protagonists, I'm like, everything's skeptical. So with that skepticism, I have to make sure that I like being skeptical, but it hurts me sometimes when I'm trying to watch a show, because you all have seen that if you've watched me in any other series, I tend to. It takes a while for me to like completely trust somebody, and so sometimes I miss out on a lot of that kind of like the subcontext and stuff that's going on between characters, because I'm constantly thinking that someone's screwing somebody else over. So again, that's my problem. So with this one though, I didn't really get anything kind of nefarious from Heimerdinger, except that absolutism, which I don't like. Whenever just trust me, just this is for your own good, or I know best, and blah blah blah. Sure, okay, but and I would obviously respect Heimerdinger's opinion, and Jace seemed to. I mean, respected his station maybe is a better idea instead of opinion, because he obviously doesn't, have the same type of beliefs of hex tech, which is an awesome phrase for whatever it is he's creating. So here's my question, everybody, my long-winded way of asking this question. Hex tech, is that the little blue stuff? Because there was the blue thing that the wizard that saved Jason, his mom, that little blue like arrowhead, that diamond that he was holding and kind of used, and it looked like he used it up, like it was glowing like a brilliant blue, and then it was kind of inert, which I chuckled at in between there and here, because I keep thinking, is there another series that I can get where there is some type of blue glowy energy source? or mystery. So blue is definitely the color of mystery substance. But so if it's hex tech, and again, long-winded way, and we go back to the resource grab that we kind of had talking about in Fallout, and we talk about this like split between the two worlds of the haves and the have-nots. It makes me think that, like, why don't they want magic at play? Is it because it's destructive? I mean, prove that to me, that magic is just, you can't control it. Maybe we knew how to control it at one point, but we've kind of lost the way or the idea. And Jace could easily refute that and say, well, was saved. My life and my mom's life were saved by somebody that was wielding magic. So, and they didn't blow up or kill us or do anything, and they had this great power. So again, is this just kind of like a we have all the money and want to keep the money type of situation? And like we have all the tech right now. We have all the guild, all of the gold, all of the, everything in this high, all the power and influence. And is this just another way to be like, because Jace seems to come from a lower house, that house Talos, I believe. Yeah, House Talos. His mom stepped forward and even said, I'm from a lower house and blah, blah, blah. So is he viewed as like if anybody else had brought it forward, like if Caitlin had was a scientist and had brought it forward, would she be more respected because of her family name? And it's something that they think, well, even if we do this, it'll stay within like our sphere of influence. Like the last thing we need is for some type of like great equalizer to be introduced to not only I'm not necessarily mean I don't think that like the lanes could use something like that. I mean they probably could, but I'm talking more like, maybe like lower houses, like House Talos. I often think of like Menzo Berenzan, like from the Drizzt novels by R.A. Salvatore, how all of the different Drow dark elf houses were like constantly kind of scheming against one another, and it took like some like great big act or war or assassination or some type of like political move for a smaller or lower house to jump up into like the upper, like the rarefied air of the houses. So as soon as they mention a house and there's a definite kind of structure to everything, I think is this magic is bad? Believe me, it's truly bad. It's awful. Or I'm telling you magic is bad because we can't allow this power to go out and shift our balance of power. That's my long-winded way of saying everything. Because I was taken by the idea and the theme of that binary, the two different stories going on, the two different worlds going on. We see those type of things even in like Vi and Powder. We have these two different ways and two different things. And so I'm thinking to myself, if that's the theme that they're going to carry on here, the only way to kind of to have a binary work like that, you either have a conflict like we saw at the top of the series on the bridge, which is interesting. Another kind of, narrative device to be able to bridge between both of the worlds. But, I'm wondering too, if in using this and establishing this and setting this all up, is this more of a way for them to ultimately maybe bring the two halves together? You know, what if this hex tech really is bad? We don't have any idea why this mage or whatever it was saved Jace and his mom. I mean, we heard the robotic race say, "Hey, these mages almost killed my entire race." We don't know that story. Again, one storyteller. We don't know the other side, but it certainly sounds like, well, okay, that's not nice or great. Is this something that was born of a war where they're like almost like the Sith or something like that, where it's like, hey, trust us, they're awful. Don't get close to them, or don't, if you hear of one, let us know. Blah blah blah. I just don't like absolutes, and this is a brand new world for me. And again, I'm probably way off into the weeds because if I played like 3 seconds of the game, I'd be like, oh, it's technology versus magic. Or something like that. So again, I don't know the game, so I might be just spouting off just the most rudimentary bullshit about this world. But I think that it's a good thing though, because not everybody that watches this, I'm assuming it seems to have been a huge hit. I can't imagine that everybody that either watched this, maybe initially watched it, but maybe the subsequent people that were recommended, like myself, they've never played the game. So I think that it works exceptionally well for not having played the game or having any context for the game, and they're doing a great job of establishing this binary culture. And I like it very much. I like it very much because it's a narrative device that is used, but it can be perfected, and it can be used differently than kind of like the stereotypical stuff that we've seen before. And the reason why I say that is we're starting to see that here, where they didn't just throw it at us from the jump. hinted at it, you know, two different worlds, but they didn't explore that anymore. Like I never thought we were going to even go into Topside, let alone have characters present in that place. So this is really cool. I thought we were staying with Vi and Vander the whole time and just be like, okay, see how they go, and then have kind of like the only incursion I thought were going to be from the guards coming in. You know, that was like our only taste of Topside was going to be kind of like that you know, police force as it arrived and kind of cracked skulls and shit. What I'm trying to say, everybody, is it's a great show. It really is. It's engaging. And for something that we've had, you know, we've had action, you know, which I'm never sold on just action, you know, just as a device. But we've had so much storytelling and so much like kind of depth brought in these first two episodes. They've taken their time. I mentioned it in the reaction, you know, just let the world cook, let it breathe, let it hear the sounds, hear the atmospheric, you know, be in the lanes, you know, close your eyes, hear yourself in there, and then give us more of that. Give us extended kind of not silence because you're hearing things, but you know, give us just that moments of quiet. This world is alive and you are walking in a living world. I love that shit. I am incredibly invested. I lied straight to you all's faces when I said I wasn't going to take any notes this time and wait for the edit. Nope, I got another page of notes. So it helps me during editing because then I can kind of make sure I double check certain things that I wanted to look at and might have forgotten. So it's really, really good, friends. I appreciate everybody who recommended it to me. And whether you're watching it with me for the very first time or revisiting Arcane, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. So friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring-a-ding-ding that bell for notifications, and you'll be alerted next time we go live with Arcane or any science fiction offering. And of course, if you want anything that we do, including Arcane, early or in its full-length format, the link to the Patreon is in the description. But my friends, all that is then, and this is now. And now it's time for us to say goodbye from Arcane. So where should we say goodbye from? Well, I say we say goodbye from that pregnant pause that we were left with, because that was a doozy of a cliffhanger they decided to drop on us, where Vi is staring at the door. We know that the enforcers are on their way down there from Topside. It seems very much like with the giving of like the Velveteen Rabbit, the Ragdoll Rabbit to Powder, that Vi intends to turn herself in, or at least take full responsibility for whatever happened. And if that's the case, whoo, business is going to pick up. But our goodbye point is that pregnant pause as we stare, maybe peeking through the grimy window as we clear off a little clean spot and look in to see what events will unfold in the next few seconds. Friends, until the next time we jump into Arcane, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.